Hi, Christina.
Hi, Sue. Long time no see.
Oh, but it's so good to actually connect a few days in a row.
Yeah.
It helps create a better emotional environment in my head. So how are you today?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
So
yeah.
How many people do you live with?
With my husband.
Two of you, okay.
Just the two of us, yes. The kids are grown up and out.
What I found for me, hi Lynn, is I can wake up feeling, like you said, kind of so-so, not real good, not real bad. And then come into something like this where there's other people and I immediately feel better.
Yeah,
and
me too.
I think it's the positive interaction with someone.
Yeah, it is. You know, I hold twice a week, I hold what I call a spirit temple, and we practically do the same. We just gather and sit together for 10 minutes in silence and then have some sharing. And it's always, like you say, it's always so uplifting. And once it's on Tuesday evening and Friday mornings. And the Fridays, that makes my day. It really makes my day.
So that's what I used to have a lady that she would call 6 days a week at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, can't remember. And we would take turns reading something. And it just changed my whole day.
Yeah.
It was first thing in the morning, and it just emotionally and mentally changed my day. So I guess it worked so well, we quit.
Yeah, it's community and connections that really support us really a lot in the last 2 years, more than ever. And even if it's just online, because the people that join my spirit temple, are most of them are from Switzerland. One comes from Italy and one from the Netherlands sometimes. And it's just so important to have this connection, and then also to connect with like-minded people, because all of them live in families, and that maybe they feel strange or out of place, different, and finding themselves in a little group. So sometimes it's 4, 6, or 8 people, and hearing each other talking about what we experience is so supportive. It really is important, more than ever.
Seems to me that way. I do better if I have some practice, just some uplifting practice once a day. It just makes a difference. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Eileen, you're muted, but you're looking very shiny today.
It's a facade. I'm still asleep, really. I'm still not a morning person, so I don't struggle because I want to get up for this call, but it's just like, okay.
You made it.
I did. If I make it, I feel good. And it actually got some breakfast too, so that was pretty good. But I agree with everything you're saying. I don't have a lot to add to that. Sue, I don't know if you saw the text from Evie.
No.
It just came through just as I was sitting down, that Irwin's in ER. So we just need to keep him in our mind. He's okay. I think his blood pressure, he was in he was in cardiac rehab and his blood pressure was very high, so they wheeled him over to ER.
Okay. Let's
So,
set our, and then we'll make bubbles for the people who aren't here, because Cinda came down with a really hard case of COVID.
oh no,
And
bummer.
so we want to put it, so let's set our circle. So first thing we want to do is all dark energies, dark agendas, interference, disruption, parasitics, hitchhikers, intruders, all be gone from our space. And the spiritual teams take you all back to your original place, your place of origin. But out of our space, be gone. And now we'll call in our spiritual teams to scan our DNA and to clear and to clean it as needed, to do any upgrades we are ready for. In fact, all three of us set the intention, I am ready for my next upgrades from within my DNA. We'll have our team clear our Akash, which is also in our DNA. We just want to clear it from all judgment. Judgment even over the last few days or the last week, all the way back. Clear the judgment. We want a clear, clean record we can access without any emotional drama attached to it. So we can just see, perceive how we make decisions and how they unfold. And then we'll also ask our spiritual teams. I see a whole band of angels. And behind them, I see the tag and transform and all our protectors. Ask them to scan our body, mind, and human soul to make any adjustments necessary for optimum health. And let's set an intention. I am perfect health. I am emotionally balanced. I am emotionally stable. I am full of gratitude. Take a deep breath, let it out, and our circle is set. Now let's just have
Like magic, Audrey came in.
Yeah, awesome. Okay,
And
let's
my eyes closed.
go ahead. Somebody jump in.
I'll jump in. Surprise, surprise. I like to go last usually. I am unmuted, aren't I?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What's been really interesting, sad, fun, wonderful in the last couple of days is I have an awareness, a new awareness, or given the opportunity to see how, I'm not sure how to phrase this, how my heart, my soul has opened more. And it's all in relationship to a house. They're tearing down a house in front of me in my view. It's like 2 houses over, but in front of me. The house has been vacant for a long time. many years. The city bought the property with the help of a foundation when it was for sale a couple years ago, to keep from them building another big, huge condo complex on there and blocking the views of many complexes. Because I live in an apartment in the middle of all these very expensive condos that have these wonderful views of the water. But I also am blessed, because I'm on the 3rd floor now, that I have a view of the water, not as expansive as theirs. But anyway, so this house, the city is tearing it down. It's not really, can't be used for much. And are building a wonderful park access for people. And it's a beautiful plan. And I've known that when they tear this house down, my view will get better, because it's, it's not a huge difference, but it'll be better. And they started tearing it down a couple of days ago. Well, they actually moved a couple of the cupolas that face me. And then they left it sitting there. And it was just like, looking at it, was like a wound. You saw this torn, it was like something had grabbed it and just pulled out, part of the building. And it hurt my heart to look at it. It's like somebody had pulled a limb off. And I realized, oh my gosh, I'm connected to this, the soul of this house. And yesterday they finally started tearing it down. And the jaws of life that look like Tyrannosaurus or whatever, they take hunks out of this house. And I was watching, I couldn't watch anymore, because it was hurting my heart so much. I was just feeling the pain of this house. And so that's the hard, sad part. But the good part was, I kept saying, oh, my heart has opened more. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever, I would have been saying, oh, I can't wait till they tear that house down so I can get my view a little better. But I wasn't feeling that. I mean, I'll be happy and I'll enjoy the fact that I have that, but that's not what I was feeling. I was feeling the soul of this house. And they're finishing today. I'm not even looking. I've got the blinds closed. I can hear it. So I was just in gratitude that I had moved to a different place. And number one, for myself. And number two, that connectedness to all things. I mean, I really feel it. I felt it more and more in the last few years as we've been doing things like this, the connectedness to nature when I walk and stuff, but not to a house that I have no history of or anything. So there's no emotional connection, but to realize that everything, even a house, has a soul. Everything is, we're connected to all of creation. So that's me. That's what's been going on for me.
Thank you. Well, I have been, so I was in a car accident a week and a half ago, and I've been dealing with that, and insurance has approved a rental. And when I think about getting the rental and driving, I get these anxiety attacks. So yesterday I got a lot of anxiety attacks because I made the reservation for next Monday. I'm going to pick it up because there's things I need to do. And that'll be 2 weeks after the accident. And then I actually had a doctor's appointment that week. So I just changed it to a check for injuries, which was no major injuries. And so I've been dealing with all of that, and it takes me a while to actually go the next step. So the doctor sent in an approval or recommendation of physical therapy and massage therapy. And I can see the letters sitting there. And I called them and I said, so are you sending them into the claims adjuster? And it was like, oh, they hadn't done anything. They just wrote up the letters, and they sent me a bill, and I had to call billing, and I said, so don't you send that to the claim adjuster? So he did. So the doctor's office is sending the referrals to the claim adjuster. And it just takes everything longer if I have to figure out they're not doing their part, and I have to call them and tell them to do their part. So that's a little frustrating. So I get it all back together when I'm with our community, any part of our group doing anything. It's like then I emotionally, mentally come back, get grounded, get centered, and then I am able to just take care of everything in the rest of the day, just one thing at a time. And I love being centered, and I love being very stable. But this accident really kicked up my emotions. And I'm working on that, and I'm working through that, and I'm breathing through that. And so Monday, the breathing class was really helpful because that's where I am. It's like, move through, move through, move through. So that's where I am. I am feeling much better. I'm doing better. And I am really grateful that nothing was worse than what it was. But okay, here's the interesting thing. 2 years ago, I bought a new car, and I knew I had to get a car with a thick protective door on my side. And I don't know where that thought came from, but I knew when I was selecting my car, it had to have a heavy door. Well, I got hit broadsided right at my door. The door, I can't even close it. And she hit the door, but there's no damage on the inside. It protected me completely. So the higher self must know way in advance everything that's going to happen. And I did not have an intuitive thought when the light turned yellow to stop. I didn't have an intuitive thought, don't go there. So I went through the yellow light, and that's when I got hit. A lot of times I have an intuitive thought, don't do that, or I intuitively slow down, or I intuitively do something, and have avoided all kinds of accidents. So I'm just wondering why there was no intuitive thought. But I don't know yet. I don't know for sure. But anyway, that's enough out of me. I'm complete. Next.
What is coming is to set off a process, an emotional clearing. That's what I was getting while you were saying it. And it's like, nothing happened to you, or nothing serious happened to you. You got shocked and shaken. But it's, maybe there's some clearing happening with that. And maybe it doesn't just have to do with this incident. Maybe there is other things connected to it.
Yep, thank you.
Sorry, that just came. I'm not too well. My left side, I have mentioned it before, is just not okay. And I'm gonna have some exams next week. I went to the doctors today. My blood pressure, which has never been an issue, never been high or low, just normal, has gone up. So something is on my side here too. And I hope they can find, or I can find out what it is, because it's really bugging me. My shoulder, my arm, but also my leg and my eye. Something is not right. That being said, today I had a really interesting phone call. I'm working as a medium and a psychic, and I have a place, a practice within a community, a center. And my name is on the main entrance, and it states Christina Thiot, medium. But only since about 3 or 4 years before that, it's 10 years that I'm working within within the center. At the beginning, when I started, I said to them, I don't need any adding to my name. Just put my name, Christina Thiot, full stop. And I don't need the medium and any kind of explanation, because the people that come to me, they know what I'm doing. I don't have like walk-ins. So a couple of years ago, the owners of the center suggested that I add it because, to settle in and to make people know what I'm doing. But now they have had several. Within this center, there is a physiotherapist, there is Ayurveda therapist, there's not other natural healers. But strangely enough, there is doctors that send people to this physiotherapist. It's a woman, and she has had 3 clients that had strange reactions reading my name and the medium aside to it. So now they are asking me if it's okay, if maybe we could change them. And I just smiled and laughed, and I said to the owner, listen, 10 years ago, I told you, just put my name. I don't need anything else. Don't need any explanations. And now we're going back to it. And I was good on the phone with her, and I said, it's no problem for me at all. But then after, I thought, Pucker, I thought we were over it. And it's a health center, it's alternative medicines and therapies. So now I'm going to go back to Maria Cristina Thiot and nothing added to it. And that actually, after I got over the ego side of thinking, oh, they want to know what I am and what I'm doing, and it's fine. Nobody needs to know. My name stands for it. So that was really an interesting sort of process within me, saying, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't need any titles. It's just what I do, and the people that come, they know what I do. So, and to complete, I just want to say I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for these communities. Thank you. I look forward to sitting with you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Christina, I was like, I don't know if you saw me. I was like, oh, what is this? This isn't mine. Like, and I felt it. And it goes up behind my ear like a something is there. And also like a bubbling in my solar plexus. So it's like connected to your power center, but releasing also is what I'm picking up. But it's good you're going to the doctor, because I was like, okay. And it's like right between my solar plexus and my heart space is where I'm feeling it. And it's like, it feels like it's churning and bubbling. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but I'm feeling that. So I was like, when I started feeling, I was like, whose is this? So I'm picking up on it. So maybe we can call in the PTO team to deep six that all. And I can transmute that for you. Yeah, for sure. So what's going on here? I have new house guests. I have my daughters best friend and her two babies, both under the age of 2, here with us for a little while until she figures out where she needs to go and what her plan is going to be. So that's been enjoyable. They came yesterday. Just kind of doing my thing and processing a lot, and where things come in and why they come in, and the contracts that we have with people and ending them. And I had an interesting thing on Monday. In my book, I talk about breath work. So my niece read my book and she's like, well, what's this breath work? Because I hold my breath. So I looked it up and they had a session that night. So we did breath work together, which was wonderful. It was a beautiful experience for me, but it's been interesting because I felt this sharp pain deep in my right lower rib. And it took my breath away, even in breath work, breathing through the pain. And then it went up into my lower back, and I'm like, is this even mine? And it wasn't. It was related to my past house guest and me releasing all of that. So it's just been an interesting process on how things show up to be healed, to be cleared, to be transmuted. So that's what I'm finding. And that's where I'm at. Thank you.
Okay, we need to call in the tag and transform of PTOs to clear my whole right shoulder and arm. And I think Evie's has her right shoulder and arm, a friend of Lynn's and mine. And she comes to once in a while to our community. So what's the right side represent? Is it masculine or feminine? Anybody know? Masculine?
Yes, it's the masculine and right side, but it's the left brain. So, and for me, it's my left side, which is the right brain, but the left side is female and the right side is the male, masculine, as far as I know.
What's interesting is my husband has a lot of pain in his right shoulder that we've been working on, although his is a past injury, but still it's really flared up. So there's something about shoulders and right side.
Maybe it's about letting go of the burdens that we have taken on through all these years, plus some more.
So the right side's of the masculine. So maybe the right side's out of balance.
Yeah.
Well,
The PTO will know how to, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. So there was two people, I think, on Sharon's code love list. One of them was Angelique. And the other one was, who was the other one? Alexandra.
Yes.
Probably Alexandra Leet or yeah. And Angelique is in the Netherlands.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's create.
And add Cinda. Don't you need to add Cinda?
Yeah, I am adding Cinda. So let's make bubbles for Cinda's struggling with COVID, Angelique, Alexandra, Erwin, and then put ourselves into bubbles. And what we're going to do is call in the PTO, the tag and transform, our whole spiritual team to scan each of us and bring back into balance that which is out of balance. That which we are transforming or releasing, to make it a gentle process. Cinda sounds really rough. Make it a gentle process. And let's breathe with intention. Breathing divinity in, breathing any stress, anxiety, confusion, frustration, And breathe it out right through the soles of our feet, down into Earth Mother, who transforms it back into blessings. And feel your feet firmly grounded on Earth Mother, who provides nurturing love, who sustains and maintains us. And she is a tremendous life force, supporting all the life on planet Earth. And she draws her strength from the universal source that feeds all heavenly bodies, and that includes us. So we are connected above, we are connected below, we are connected in our heart center. And our spiritual heart center is a portal to our higher self, to the source within, to the God consciousness. We are a child of God. We have all the qualities and attributes of God source consciousness. And how we move from the human fears and doubts and anger and sickness and pain and suffering, how we move out of that low vibration is to feel ourselves in gratitude, in a state of loving kindness. It takes no work. It's just a decision. I choose to be loving kindness. I choose to be grateful. And that opens the portal from our spiritual heart center, and it opens the portal in our mind. And let us claim, I am open and willing to receive more fully all the love and light available to me now. I am open and willing to be more open to receiving the perspective that I am perfect health. I am receiving all the spiritual gifts that are for me and my highest good. I am open and willing to receive all that I need to be abundant, to be emotionally stable, to be perfect health, to have an abundance of finances, money coming in from many avenues. I attract the people that are for my highest good, are supportive, loving, and kind, and ready to receive my gifts. I am a spiritual being. I am multidimensional. And I am choosing to merge my human and my spiritual at this time. So now see yourself in front of a bridge. Leave behind everything human, all the emotional, all the mental, all the physical aches and pains, all limiting beliefs. Leave it all behind. There's kind of a coat rack or a bench. Just leave everything there. And let's walk across the bridge. And the bridge is going from the three dimensionals into the fifth and sixth dimensions. Seventh, whatever you are ready for. Move into the mist. That's the unknown. Take a deep breath. When you are ready, walk through the mist and into the environment that is your perfect spiritual higher self reality. Feel how the presence of your higher self, feel what it brings to you, the qualities. Feel how safe. Feel how all that is human falls away. And our mind and our hearts just completely fill with gratitude, unconditional loving kindness. The energy of youth. The fullness of trusting life. The fullness of surrendering to our higher self and God consciousness and source. Feel that intuitively everything you need to know is available just by asking. And let's sit with this. And you can soak it in. You can ask a question. But let's be still, and then I'll call us back. If you're ready before, it's okay to come back. from where you are, send the light of creation and the loving kindness from source to each bubble of Cinda, Angelique, Alexandra, Erwin, and send it to each of us, Christina, Audrey, Lynn, myself. Just fill and saturate each bubble with the most amazing love and light you can imagine. Knowing it's the power that created our universe, maintains and sustains our universe, all of life, our solar system. It heals our bruises. It mends our broken bones, beats our hearts, breathes for us, and is unlimited. And that's what we're sending to each other, the power of being healed, the power of being whole and complete. Knowing we are in some kind of transition and we are okay, and we release and let go all that is no longer needed, all that no longer serves our highest good. We release and let go, destory, uncreate, transform across all time, space, dimensions, realities, generations, genetics. Feel the glow of a full moon. Feel the power of a full sun. Feel the power of a lightning bolt. And that is love and light. Feel the power of Earth Mother loving all forms of life. And that is within us. And now let's send it out through all our friends and family. And let that love and light keep going right into humanity. And let's spend a few minutes with that. And from this state of being, now see yourself in a new image. You have claimed your power. You are a healing, loving force. You are loving kindness and compassion. And every single cell radiates gratitude. See the new you. Claim the new you. And be the new you. Live the new you into your new reality. And send it out to the world. So it is, thy will be done. You know that statue on the top of a huge, huge cliff? I think it's in, is it Brazil? That popped into my head. Standing on a mountaintop. Not the image of Christ on a cross, but giving up the cross and embracing the fullness of who and what we are on the mountaintop of consciousness. If my arm hurts too much, I can't lift it up, but the arms out, you know, and we fully embrace life. We have no more fear because we're so tuned in, so connected to spirit, that even when we hit the bumps, we know, I'm just going to use what Christina said, it's a form of releasing. It's a means of releasing. It's a means of letting go and moving into the next level of consciousness. Anybody want to share? Well, then let's just go and live the new consciousness we're moving into. Let's just go live it. So it is. Love you.
Thank you so much. Have a good week. That's beautiful.
Thank you.